Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's class on filmmaking. My name is Korede Bello. You can also call me KBell. Today, I'll be the one that will be talking to you under filmmaking on a topic called the power of networking. The power of networking. First and foremost, before we begin, I would like to use the dictionary definition of what is networking. According to the dictionary, networking is the process of interacting with others to exchange information and develop professional or social contacts. I would like to start by laying emphasis on two key points: information and professionalism. Information and professionalism. I highlighted the word information based on the fact that networking is a very essential tool that can enhance your productive content when it comes to filmmaking and, of course, other things. One of the things that networking can add to your ministry or to your business as a filmmaker is that it exposes you to some sort of information that you may or may not have knowledge of, based on the fact that you are going to network with varieties of a lot of people that will bring in their know-how, what they know, what you know but you might not know in depth, what they know more than you. They will bring it. It's an addition. They will bring it to you, and which of course will help you on your current project or your future projects. And the second word, professionalism. Many times, most of the mistakes that we do make, especially Nigerian gospel filmmakers, is that we don't actually really pay full attention to professionalism when it comes to our creativity or when it comes to our film industry. We tend to base it only on, okay, talent, gifts, calling, which are very essential part of this ministry. But at the same time, we need professionalism. Of course, it's good to start to learn by experience, by doing and making mistake. But let's face it, the way the world is right now, the world now has expanded in such a way that when you want to do something that that will impact a lot of people, it has to be on point. Now, I'm not saying that it has to be perfect, but at least there are certain things that you have to put in the mix that will attract people to say that they want to watch. Say, for example, take a look at your favorite preacher out there. If the preacher doesn't have the eloquency of the word, it doesn't matter how much anointed they have. If they don't know how to deliver their messages, they will lose audience. I've been under some ministration, not because the pastor was not anointed, not because the preacher was not anointed, but because the pastor or the preacher lack charisma. They don't know. The rudiments of speech making. There are some sermons that are boring. They are boring. So that is the same thing when it comes to filmmaking. We need some certain, if not 100%, amount of professionalism. If we have not gotten there yet, but at least we need some certain aspect of assurance of professionalism in what we do. So then we go further into to the body of today's class: networking. I would like to start with this. Networking, even though it's very essential, is a very essential tool that will make our work notable, that will make our work come out better and good than when we are the only island of our creative content. It will make our work more full of substance. Networking is very essential, but you have to be very careful and be decisive as to who you network with. Why? Because there's some people that you network with might kill your dream. Some can bring your dream to come to pass. Some people that you network with, some network will frustrate you as a director, as a producer, as an executive producer, or no matter the role you are playing. Some network can frustrate you. Why some network can make you to soar like eagle. So you have to be very careful when it comes to networking. You have to be very careful and be decisive. You have to be intentional about who you bring into your network. One of my primary strengths is this. I am this type of person that I like to experiment with work, and after it has succeeded, I will use it to help others in bringing up their business. That is one of the things that I do as a founder, the president, and the CEO of the Finnish company Ray Global Digital. That is what we are intending to do. We take a look at what is possible. We invest into it. We grow it. For example, we just launched a new YouTube. It will be nice. We will like you to go and subscribe. We just launched it some few days ago. We want to grow YouTube from the beginning to the end, to the extent that it will be monetizable, and we keep expanding. With this, we can easily we have learned the rudiment. We have learned the do's and don'ts of how to go about these things. So as a result, we will help others to build, others that are willing to help. We help them to build their platform to the extent that they will start to monetize it. So networking should not be by force. It should be by choice. I will cite an example. Some couple of years back, I came to Nigeria to shoot a movie, and my experience in total was so discouraging to the extent that I have to speak to myself that, all right, I think it's not right time for me to start to do this. Because I had a lot of people in my network. They are very, very helpful. But some experience that I experienced, I was not even expecting it from people, from gospel ministers. To the extent that it's got to a point that that was about to be exploited, simply because I came from Finland. I don't know why Nigerian people do that, but I think this is one of the things that we need to change. The mere fact that these guys from Europe does not make him rich. It doesn't make him rich. For your information, I was just a student then. I wanted to experiment. I wanted to say, okay, how will it look like? I have this call, I have this ministry, but I know that one of the best places I can do it successfully is to come back home to do it. So I came. I started to look for people I would network with, but to my greatest amazement and surprise, a lot of things that happened. It was so sad. So you need to be very, very careful who you network with. And during my time of being in Nigeria, I happened to be particular of one of the production that I encouraged a friend to do. His experience too also taught me a lot of things about the way movie making is at the moment in Nigeria. And that is the reason why you barely hear on a global platform, you barely hear any other name other than Mount Zion on a global platform. Why? Because we are here to get it right. I'm not saying that we are not doing something. We are doing something, but there are certain things that we need to put our Christianity need to show in it. But we are not here to even talk religion. We are here to talk things that will impact our ministry, that will help us. In networking, you have to be very, very careful as touching who you network with. You don't want to network with a director that will put you at ransom, that will not want your work to be successful, that is demanding for you to worship them with sugar coated. You have to respect me, because what happened to my friend was so funny. My friend wrote a script. He wrote a script. Before you can tell a director that I want you to come and direct my work, you will have had series of meetings. Your director will have seen your script. But during the location time, the director was telling my friend that he must use certain set of people to act, that he must change some script. It was so sad. And when that one said, no, I wrote my script for a purpose, he said, I will quit. Man, you don't want people that will put your vision at ransom. You want to be very, very, very careful and be decisive on who you bring into your network. And moving on, don't call it a quit quick. That is the second point. Don't call it a quit quick. Don't be in a hurry to conclude. You know, I've cited an example of some personal experience that a personal experience that I had, and that which a friend of mine had, and you can easily say, oh, everybody's like this. No, everybody cannot be like that, and everybody are not like that. So don't call it a quit quick. Sometimes you work with a director that will want your work to come out awesome, that will want your work to impact, to come out in such a way that it will make you look good. Pay attention, pay careful attention, and listen to them. Don't quickly say, oh, this is my platform. I can do anything I want to do. Don't be like that also. Don't call it a quick. The number one point, you have to be very careful and be decisive and be intentional as to who you bring into your network. Then the second point is, don't call it a quick. Then I will move on. What are the good networking approach? This is one of the one major aspect I would like to also talk about. Good networking approach. Number one, use as many contact possibility as possible. Use as many contact possibility as possible. I will explain. Our plan to reach out to as many people as possible. Yeah, it's good to know, to have a vision on who can play a particular role in your movie, who can handle your camera nicely. It's good to know who can direct your sound. It's good to know who can screen your script excellently. But don't just only limit yourself to certain set of people. Reach out to as many people as possible. Have meeting with as many people as possible. Make contact with as many people as possible. Write them, check what they have done before, take a look at their price tag, let them talk to you, take a look at their character also, because character goes a long way when it comes to location. You don't want to go into location and start to box. You don't want to go into location and start to box, because that doesn't actually only happens in secular filmmaking sets. It also do happen in Christian filmmaking sets. That's just it. We are all human. Disagreement could happen. But you want to set yourself on a right path from the beginning before you go to that location or that set. Who you bring into your network. So that's the reason why you need to reach to as many people as possible. Then look for somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows that person that you are hoping will add value to your work. Say, for example, some people are popular, some actors are popular, some actresses are popular, some some camera men and women are popular, some sound people, sound managers, directors, they are popular. And popularity also can have impact into your work, especially if you are just coming up with your work, or maybe you have been doing it, but it has not been gaining notice like you have envisioned, like you are hoping that it will gain notice. So it's good to bring in known faces, people that can pull fans to your base. So it's good. So you may not know them personally, but try as much as possible to ask questions. Don't be a closed-mouth filmmaker, because a closed-mouth filmmaker may have a closed destiny when it comes to filmmaking. Reach out to people. Talk to somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows that particular person you want in your network. That's it. So then moving on. This is very, very important. Be ready to invest. Be ready to invest. The next point I would like to mention is investment. Be ready to invest. Get set to invest when you are about to embark on your journey of filmmaking, on gathering your network. Be ready to invest. Everything, when we are talking about investment, the first thing that first ring grand in your ear is money, money, money. No, everything is not money. Sometimes you will invest time. Sometimes you will invest time. You will have to book meeting, have a one-on-one sit down with people that you want into your network. Write message to them. Write message to them. Send as many possibility, as many how do I put it? As any form of investments as possible. Sometimes what you just need is just to buy a cup of coffee for that person you want to bring into your network. And voila, your relationship has started. Sometimes you just have to take them to canteen, fancy restaurants. Some of them, they have not even been to fancy restaurants before. Maybe for the first time, you are the one that will take them to fancy restaurant. Why some have not been to Buka before? You just need to do your personal assignment. Invest time, invest kindness. And this is very, very important. And this is one of the major things that causes problems when it comes to filmmaking. Money. You have to be ready to invest money. There are some people that will add value to your work that you should invest money into. That's it. So because this is okay. Now we have to talk about this aspect. When we are talking about networking is very important. And I think personally, this is one of the primary thing that gospel filmmakers in Nigeria has not gotten right yet, is how we make payments. How we make payments. Sometimes you have to bring some people on your set that you have to pay them instantly. But sometimes you have to have a network of people that will work with you from the preparation, from the beginning to the release of the movie, to the time that the movie will go to the cinema, to the time that the movies will be ready to go on CD sales. You understand? Or a digital platform sales. It is not everybody that you have to pay immediately. That is the way network works. Bring in people. I'm doing a lot of research recently, the way Hollywood movie works. How do they make their payments? So it's exactly the same way. Some actors and actresses, filmmakers, producer, director, photographer, costumier, costume artists, makeup artists, they tell, before they even embark on the journey, they tell them, okay, this is how much I want to This is how much I want to collect for this work. While some are based on salary. Some are based on salary. Meaning, and the bottom line is this: everybody that you bring into your network, you have to have a kind of assurance that they will be committed to your project. It's not just solely to be part of the acting. Anybody, this is the meaning of networking. One of the major advantages of networking is that everybody that you are bringing into your network will also add their platform. They will bring their platform to you. The reason why American movies easily become a blockbuster is this: that artist that is part of the movie we associate with that particular movie. We hardly have that in Nigeria. We hardly. Once people come, they hack, they go. That's the end of the story. That is the power of network right there. Network should be able to bring in people to be part of your movie from start to finish. They will be able to be proud to be a part of your movie and announce it on their platform and tell their friends to tell their friends and to tell their friends to tell their friends. That is what networking is all about. I will cite an example of this. After my experience with Nigerian movie, I took a break that, okay, all right, I'm going to release the movie, but I'm not going to release it now. When I'm going to release it, I'm not going to release it because I want to specifically make money from it. I just want to release it to debut my filmmaking ministry when we are ready to start. We are investing currently at Ray Global Digital. We are investing into a lot of equipment. We are not just only going to be making movies for ourselves. We want to also help other filmmakers to the extent that we can help them to digitize their sales. Say, for example, something like Netflix. We can help them to digitize their sales. That is the vision. That is what we are working on. Every day we are investing. We are investing into what we make a movie to come out good. So when we are ready, we start a network. Meaning when we are talking about networking, I'm talking about you are looking for a family of people that can associate with what you are talking about. Whether they are fully involved, I'm talking about people you pay salary to, or they are just pay as you come kind set of people. Yet they will still be able to associate with your work by putting your work on their platform, by being proud to be part of your work. If somebody you are bringing to your you are going to network with is not going to be proud of you, is a wrong set of people. Don't network with such kind of people. If people you are going to network with are going to frustrate you and make sure that you are frustrated to the extent that your movie will not come out good, they are wrong set of people to network with. Don't even start with them. Don't start with them. Don't. You don't want people that will come to your set and begin to tell you that you have to worship them. Yeah, because that's one thing I've not gotten right. I don't understand yet in Nigerian filmmaking. Yeah, of course, it's good to respect people, but when it comes to professional work, respect is not what brings it out good. It is not. That's why we have to be professional. So, having said this, it means your business has to be legal. Make your ministry legal, your filmmaking ministry. Make it legal. Have a lawyer. Let it be recognized by your country. Let it be legal. Have contracts. Everybody will have to sit down, know the do's and don'ts before they join your network. These are the things that are very, 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 we easily overlook them, but they are very important for us to take a look at. Sign contract with them. In your contract, let it be stated specifically what you will and will not do for them on set. For example, in my own experience, we add aids, we make sure that we have first aid available. But one thing that is, well, because the thing is, it's got to a time that a particular popularly known artist, I won't mention him, we are not here to discuss anybody, we are here to learn. And one of the best way to learn is by learning from other people's experience. Begin to tell you that they are sick, they bought drug, you have to pay for it. No, if that is not part of your contract, it's not part of your contract. And for your information, anybody that is sick should immediately inform you as early as possible if their sickness will prevent them from being part of your set, so that you can replace them immediately. You should not be the one responsible for them. They are adults, they are grown-ups. They should be the one to know if their health is not good enough to be part of your set. So that is the reason why you need to make it legal, and you need to approach things from a professional point of view. So you should be ready to invest time and money. And part of what you invest in time is by setting your film making ministry on a legal side. Invest your time to put your filmmaking ministry on a legal platform. Don't just say, okay, I have talent, I have cameras, I want to make movies. That can easily kill or frustrate you or discourage you. That's just it. So when we are talking about networking, another aspect I would like to make mention of is sincerity is very essential when it comes to networking. You have to be able to be sincere with yourself, with your team, with people that you are networking with. Sometimes some people that you want to bring into your network might be very, very expensive. Once they tell you, okay, this is the amount I want to collect, and you know that you don't have that amount of money, there is no reason to go into that relationship on falsehood or lies. Don't say that I will get the money before the person finish acting. Know that you can get the money. And if you cannot get the money, and you know that, okay, if the person say, for example, the person says, okay, I'm going to collect 50,000 naira from you, and the only amount that you can afford is 20,000 naira. Be sincere with them. Discuss with them. The worst answer you can get from anybody is no. So, and the moment you get your answer, you know what is next to make sure that you get your network. You get people into your network. Then the last point I will mention is, don't be rigid with your choice. Don't be rigid with your choice. Yes, it's good to have vision. Before I begin to go deeply into this, I would like to make mention of something. One of the resources, the best resources that you can ever have is human resources. It's very essential. And this is the art of networking, human resources. You want to network. Networking is not just only limited to camera person, light person. It's begin with people that will screen your scripts. Make sure that your script is ready before you even go into production. But don't be rigid. That is why when I started, I said, reach to as many people as possible. Try to get as many human resources as possible. Don't be rigid with your choice. Don't be rigid with your choice. Don't say, okay, this is what I want to do, and this is the only thing I want to do. And during your location, during your production, don't be rigid also. Listen to advice. Listen to suggestion. You never can tell. Maybe the best suggestion will come from the list of the actors and actresses, or the least person on your set. Listen to advice. Don't be rigid. Don't be rigid to a possibility that, okay, this is the only thing that is possible. No, anything is possible when it comes to creative content, in as much as everybody is working to the sources of that vision, that goal, or that film that you are making. This is where we be rounding up. So what we have learned today I will quickly summarize it. We have learned that when it comes to networking, human resources is very essential, and networking is very essential when it comes to filmmaking. Yes, some people that you network with will kill your dream. Some will make your dream soar like eagle. Even though these are the possibilities that can happen when during networking. Still don't quit quickly on an idea or topic or on a person. Listen to them, their own side of the story. Be calm, cool-headed, and be sincere. That's just it. So we've also learned that we should be prepared to be ready to invest our time and money. We've learned that we have to be sincere when it comes to networking and filmmaking. And we've learned not to be rigid when it comes to making choices in our network. So I hope in one way or the other, I've been able to open your eyes to one or two things when it comes to networking. Networking is very essential. Filmmaking cannot reach a limelight without a good team that is ready to work with you from start to finish. Not just from start of the production to finish. I'm talking about from start to when your movie will be released, go to cinema if you choose to go to cinema. In fact, for your information, the way movie filmmaking is going right now, if the only thing you are thinking about is selling CDs, your vision is small. Your vision is small. You have to have it at the back of your mind that you want to be successful. That is why networking is very essential. Thank you. If you have one or two questions, um, I would like you to keep them coming. I will be willing to answer. Thank you for joining today's class.